Wait, this is insane with Torch. If we can get them to like... Yeah, we drew the good card. Let's go. Chat, I know you're like, we should pick Grom. It's cool, but it's like not without a doubt cool. But Grom is fun. There'll be games where we've already won, where we play Grom and we continue to win.
Burn eternally!
Alright. Never top deck Dragon X here. Wind Fury Grom would have been good. I mean, the game will be over by then, but... Okay. We're really just doing it on this little board here? Okay. Get wrecked, Yuki boy. Maybe if they manage to clear this, I revive, I copy, it's over, dude.
This one displeases me.
No! This is awkward. Do I have the clean clear here? Read into this intentionally. Take the revive. Was using execute and being incorrect. Gotta refine.
Job done.
Good honest druid, I know, right? Set up 2-turn. Malorn's like the out, and I mean they need to have Malorn, Innervate, and to win here, right? Oh, dude, you gotta be joking me!
The dream beckons.
I went 2-14 with this deck. Never again. Never again will I play a deck other than the highest tier deck available on the current marketplace. What a fool I was. Starting off with a win chat. Blip, 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 blip.
Deathwing versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
At last, Azeroth will break.
Maybe I should have kept those cards. I could have kept the 3-mana location because I have Gladiator Combatant. Jared, do you think we get #1 today? Dude, it's literally a druid fiesta right now. Just 100% druid.
What doesn't kill us makes us stronger.
Chad, you know what'd be fun to get like a high rank and then go on Twitter? I saw like Gabby, Gabby's like one of the best players in the world, but basically being all like, this game is completely luck based, you know? It'd be fun if I got a high rank and been like, this is one of the most skill intensive metas in the history of Hearthstone. Harsh truth, if you can't win in the meta, this meta, it's a sign that competitive Hearthstone is not right for you. That would be hilarious. Wait, this I never low roll with this.
I'm not done yet.
I could ping these, but I'd rather ping Tortolin if I hit it, so. What is the win condition? Alright, so this deck, you can see I've already started on my win condition of getting their life down to 0. I've done 5 damage, I need to do another 25. So yeah, it's the whole deck is just built around this very simple idea on the surface of getting your opponent's life down to 0, alright? Dude, they're so cooked here, champ. So giga cooked, champ. Let the cooking begin. You're really good at getting the good card. See, I think I wasn't good on it on previous days, but I slept on it. Why don't you play Yasandra? Short answer is bad. We had this conversation, so pretty much we're up against 50% Druid. And most games, you pull out Yasandra, you lose. You pull out Draconix, you win. You pull out Tortollan, you usually win. So Yasandra is literally causing us to lose games. People think, oh, how do I win without Yasandra, like in a value matchup? And you just keep on clearing the board and hang them in the face for 5. We put Deathwing in the deck to try to have like a late game win condition. We never even get there. You just like have board after board after board, and you keep doing 5 damage to their board, and you eventually win. And on almost all matchups.
I must protect the wild.
I must protect the blah blah blah.
Azeroth will break.
Dude, I'm gonna attribute it to, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Job's done.
Chad, I've been feeling like
Time waits for no one.
well, this is frustrating. Okay, I don't have a good answer to this at all. I don't know what to do here. Bro, illegal. Dude, I'm just dead, dude. Like, even, chat, even if, actually, oh no. Can't even kill it. Wait, I can't. Holy board clear, chat. Let's go, dude. Chat, everyone's losing their mind over Druid, alright? It's going to be nerfed in like 4 days, alright? Do you think not being able to win versus Druid is a skill issue? I mean, yeah, so it's such a basic skill. If you want to be Druid, you have to you have to have the skill of either playing Druid or playing Warrior. Pretty easy, right? Yet people continue to not do it and then just complain, right? That, can you see the skill here? They literally had the perfect start. I had a terrible hand, but then I used skill and we're gonna win, alright? It's just that easy, dude. And they don't have innervates, so they can't get like a Malorn down or anything, you know? Chat, did you guys know luck is just your brain's rationalization? It's something your brain invented to try to not take responsibility for the fact that you can't win in Hearthstone. Luck is in a complete illusion of the mind, all right? This game is 100% skill if you can see like into the higher dimensions, right? That is RNG, all right? Chat, there, just like the people say there's no free will, it's all been predetermined. Basically, that with luck, right? Chat, look at this perfectly set up skill, alright? I dream, I nightmare, I win.
I concede.
There's have to be the second book. Open some beers, nice. Chat, the book is, Chat, did you guys know the book is selling again? Dude, I've realized like the higher, when I'm winning, people respect the book. When I have an off month, everybody's like, this book must be shit, alright? But the book is selling again. It's having a good month. So do you know there's like a book called The Art of Getting Well? It's like about managing chronic illness.
Versus Garrosh.
Got multiple sclerosis.
Azeroth will break.
It's just interesting that there's somebody else with a very similar predicament. I mean, multiple sclerosis is worse, much worse than I have, but. You ever keep this because you have this? You know? You know what? Let's just full keep this whole hand here. I mean, actually, I might be supposed to just hard look for a clutch here. I don't know. Hard stuck at night. Hilarious. Hilarious. Okay, cracking up. Look at him, Chad, if it's not skill intensive, why do I have a solid 53% win rate, alright? Take that, anti-skill people. Man, this might have been dumb. I don't know. Wait! Why did they do this? I don't understand.
Well played.
They're just conceding here, basically. They played Gladiator Combatant with both minions in their head.
Welcome to the crew.
I mean, it's not over. Like, this is a matchup where people have a tough time finishing people off, so you'd be surprised with the games that you can win. The part of finishing someone off. I feel like that could have a different context.
I will crush you.
I feel like you take this. Charge is more useful, I think.
This one displeases me.
How much damage do I have here? This is okay. Do I have lethal? I feel like I should have lethal here. Okay. I have charge with this. I can go this twice. It makes my Tortolan. I feel like just getting this this guy down though is the best.
Where shall
Let me see. Do I have how much damage do I have with this? 5. I'm pretty sure I'm like 1 off here, right? That's 5. And I don't get any bonus here. So I'm 1 off, right? Yeah. Wait, no, I'm trying to see. Okay, if I have anything fancy. I think I just do this.
Where shall I strike? Time to strike is now.
Wait a second. Ah, crap. So there was a world where I went down to 6 and went double kill on my own guys here. But I don't think it was actually lethal, so that's why. And actually getting this down into the Tortolan turn is insane for my hair here, right? So...
I will crush you.
What? Illegal. I mean, legal. I don't know. Wait, does this ever just go face and I just kill him here? No. I'm just go up to 3 health. I don't know. It's 3 whatever. No. got him. Illegal. Then should I add them? Alright, I'll add them. I feel like that was a good enough game. To say, advertise the book. Bro, it's like we did. Toxic ass gamer.
Deathwing.
Dude, chat, I got disturbed. I don't know if you saw there's a post on Reddit today where it was like, this egg card isn't very fun. And I was disturbed by that. Oh, look at that, chat. Isn't that so interesting? It understands that these, like the second one is bad. I think that's interesting. Either the Legion blah 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 or blah 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 blah. Yeah, that would be crazy, dude. If literally I just sent the book link to everyone I like had added me.
Where shall I strike?
How can fell magic serve?
We have a full wombo combo. This jerkwad, this jerkwad, this jerkwad, right? Does this still deck perform okay? I mean, no. But, I mean, it can win the game. Like, no, it's just like... Or the blah blah blah. I have started. I mean, here's the art of getting the art of anything is like a book of like there's thousands of books that are the art of blah blah blah. All right. Chat, be right. Like my book is not an original idea. It's an original execution of an idea. All right.
Your fate is twisted with
Chat, this book is kind of like when I take a deck list and then change like a few cards, and then it's give some personality to it. I thought about making a copy of it, but I have Draconex, so. Baby. Baby.
This one displeases me.
So you think stream will be popping today? Oh yeah, dude. Somebody listen. I saw that D Money posted an anti-egg rant on Reddit, and unfortunately, the world agrees with him. Pissed me off. Oh, we're at the top today. It's just like the this is like this card is boring. Playing solitaire, trying to kill the egg.
Forces of night.
It's like, it's like, my ex disagrees. It was just so. Wait, I got to, is that do dark mode? Let's see. How do I do dark mode? Wait, I was in dark mode. How do I do more dark mode? Settings.
Time waits for no one.
Alright, I found dark mode, alright. Yeah, he came after my egg. This is like, Chad, there's nothing I hate more. It's, the anti-egg bias of society, alright? I don't know.
Where shall I strike?
They call it not Yasandra Warrior. I like not Yasandra Warrior more than anything is slightly good. Dude, this is what I swear. When you get like a meta that's bad, and there's like it's clearly Imbued, we just need to nerf Imbued. But everyone goes out and they're airing grievances, and they're like, everyone becomes like problem solvers. Or they're like, this card actually needs to go too. It's like, let's not forget about this card. Like everyone tries to pile their nerfs onto the whatever nerfs. It's like we gotta preemptively nerf this deck, right? I don't know. Praise for good match. Yeah.
Deathwing versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
At last, Azeroth will break.
Finally, a druid. We've been playing. That was our first not druid that we played on stream today. Basically, it's been all druid. This hand is really good if we draw Gladiator, but it's really bad. Every hand is bad if you don't draw Gladiator. So. Son of a gunshot. Dude, Torch. Great card or greatest card? Dude, I'm so glad no one's people have been calling for nerfs for Torch yet. Like, I bet this card gets nerfed eventually. Not that it should, but somebody eventually will be like, my opponent keeps using skill against me because Blizzard allows Torch to exist. Please fix Blizzard. Yeah, I know, chat. So I don't know. Does anyone do we have any emotional people in my stream? I don't know. I was playing Path after the stream on Wednesday, and my nerves flared up, and I haven't been able to play. And I feel like I'm just angry today, like for no reason, other than just the world sucks or something. I don't know. Wait, they literally all went face. You gotta be joking me. Retrograde. I don't know. Okay. My deep psychological take is my brain just will get mad at me every once in a while because I don't have love, and it'll just keep trying to bully me because it's like, look, dude, nothing really matters because you're alone. And I was like, I thought I was having a great time this week, just playing the meta. Who cares if I'm alone? But my brain's like, nope. We actually don't care. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also been doing the fasting and stuff, and I don't know. I keep like doing all these fastings, and I keep not losing weight. It's brutal. Nympho, dude, everyone, I don't know. Dude, it's weird. I still just find the whole goth girlfriend trend to be out of nowhere. Oh, that's good. While fasting and cut it in half? Yeah, just be hungry all the time. Yes, I am overcompensating because I'm hungry. Like my body is just compulsively hungry, right? Anyways. Yeah, I don't know, so. Need calories to survive. Yeah, I'm doing kind of like a 22-hour mark. It's hard just to have scheduling wise, I don't know, but yeah. Like, son of a. Do I face tank the 6-5 here? I don't think I do. This team is winning. Cortisol spiking, maybe buy some Ozempic? Nah, dude. I don't know. Why don't you just track your macros? So the problem isn't, it's, okay, so let me explain to you how hunger works. Okay, so if I'm tracking my macros, right? I'm like, all right, trying to track my macros here. And my body is just convulsing in a continuous state of hunger. Wait, this is such bullshit. Wait, I have taunt, I'm fine. Like, the problem isn't like, oh, like, okay, imagine like somebody's like thousands of, like 500 pounds of overweight. Like, the problem, I just generally hate the track your macros philosophy. Because, like, the problem is, like, I can see how much I'm eating, and I'm definitely eating too much, but I'm so hungry, dude. Wait, crap. No. Did they get there? Oh, two off, chat. Two off lethal. Okay, okay. Here we go. Here we go. think I just want to be able to ping the Tortolan here.
This displeases me.
Like, it's the actual math behind losing weight is incredibly easy. It's not the math. It's the how do I get my body to not freak out because I'm hungry, right? That would actually work, ZBD. So yeah, I don't know. So it would work. Okay. All right, I want you to think about, like, do you feel just the energy I have right now? Like, I'm impatient. Why do you think I'm fucking impatient? It's because I'm using this willpower on this other stuff, right? Like, it's not the whole point is that, like, oh my god, it's like we're getting in shape. Yeah. Play 12 hours. No, that was also the problem, Blubberish, is I was using Path of Exile to hide my hunger, and then my but now it's not working because I'm hungry. I don't know. Look at all these Drac addictions, chat. This is kind of ridiculous. Would he hit a lethal out here? That would suck. This flight has gotten #1 finishes before, so.
I concede.
Why do you drink while fasting? So, it's funny enough, it's the days that I'm fasting are not the problem. The days I'm fasting, I'm completely fine. It's the day after my fast that, like, for some reason, my body is just really annoyed. All right. But yeah, I have this, like, very, not like anxious, like, kind of. I do eat the electrolytes. I do everything right, chat. All right. I literally, from the moment I get up to the moment of this, I live in complete habitual harmony. All right. I'm just asking. Where is your proof? Yeah, so. I'm also lifting weights. All right, not every day. You know what I did yesterday, instead of yesterday I lifted weights. The day before that, instead of lifting weights, I went for a 2-hour freaking walk. Ugh, right?
Deathwing versus
My wisdom is not for the faint of heart.
Walk in the woods, walk in the park, all right? Anyways. Would it be bad to get it at the start of the game? Yep, it would be bad. So one of the things you're gonna have to get over if you play card games is trying to create scenarios where you can always win. There are gonna be games where you just brick. We are trying to do plays that win us the game in the most situations possible, all right? But you're not gonna always win. So the scenario where we have Gladiator, but we've drawn Draconix and Tortola, and we wish Ysandra the deck, is not that very common, and even when it does, like, we often lose anyways. The scenario where we want to draw Draconix from our Gladiator, but we pull out Ysandra, is incredibly common, and it loses you tons of games, right?
That won't work.
Must have slept in.
Job's done.
I have a payoff as well. I'm just a dumpster scrub. Look, Chad, I love this, like, hey, dude, Chad, who's like an actual respected entrepreneur? I know, like, there's like people like Gary Vee that people don't like really take seriously. Like, Chad, who would be like a respected entrepreneur and business person? Right, dude. Mark Cuban, okay. Imagine you go to like Mark Cuban and you're like, I just started an 11-8 stand, and I think this idea is great. you should listen, Mark Cuban. Well, I put Quest at double sands of time in my 11-8 stand. Chat. Dude, one of these days, somebody's gonna make a compilation of like me being mean to my chat over and over again, and we're gonna be like, this no hands guy has got to stop. What do you do here? Dude. I know. So I've wondered why this happens. Why do people always want to tell you like their crappy idea? And I think it's like some huge, because I've done this too, chat. All right, I did this a lot. I probably get the things I get mad about the most are things that I probably did at some point, and then the world was mean to me for it, so that I keep the chain of misery going. You know, but I think it's like something where you use people's reaction to your shitty idea to test your idea. So if you say some shitty idea, and then if like no one does it, like then you know your idea is okay.
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
I don't like for that reason I'm out. I'm so cooked here, chat. Draw any record cards. This hand is literally every card is unplayable. Right, Raynet's failing upwards. Yeah, I don't know. Raynet is like the... I mean, how is the Bazaar doing? The Bazaar... See, played the Bazaar on Reddit. See what people are playing it. Apparently all-time record players, 16,000 online. So it's doing okay. Let's see, Raynad estimated net worth. He's earned over $23,000 in tournaments. Okay, so he's got to be at least worth $23,000. He made it into Forbes 30 under 30, apparently 9 years ago.
Deathwing versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
At last, Azeroth will break.
Chat, I swear, like every idea I had, if I had it 5 years earlier, I'd be a millionaire. But I'm always too late. Like, Chat, I think about like what my life would be like if I was in like Hearthstone when it started. I might just be depressed because that's what the it seems like everyone they start Hearthstone, they get sick of it. But rank 67, yeah. Dude, my niece loses her mind every time she sees 6-7. Yeah. But yeah, chat, I'm a bucket full of like irrational anger today. I don't know. I'm angry. I'm angry at the world. I don't even know why. My life's going great. Chat, I'm like the textbook definition for can't be happy, all right? What did I say? There's 12. I can't escape it. Son of a top. Okay. Keep your head above water. I mean, so I was talking to a friend who I used to play Hearthstone with. And this is just his take, but he's someone who has disposable income, right? And he was like, the game is completely affordable. Everyone's losing their mind over nothing, right? But people are just mad. Like every time somebody in this world right now is like, yeah, so we're gonna want you to spend money. And they're like, hold that right there. Get your evil freaking bullshit out. How dare you suggest I spend money, right? This order was bad. Wait, am I doing okay here? You happy to be honest? Yeah, I think I just have a natural predisposition to being unhappy. It's my brain's way of like, okay, so think you know, they had some Onion video a few years ago, and it was like man who should be depressed, not depressed, basically. And it's like they're kind of this guy. They were saying like, oh, I don't get why he's happy, but he is. I think some people just are happy for the most part. Maybe they have occasional bad days, but like their brain is just content. And that sounds very romantic, right? Like, oh, just be. I think I'm just fundamentally wired to nothing to be ever good enough, and I just have to accept that, right? We weren't smart enough to realize free to play. This is what I think, Mercer. I speak in ways like that. The rest of the world does not, and I think at some point people try it out and then they just never do it again. I think there's some subtle game theory reason why your HR department can never just say, "Hey, we have to charge money." They have to make some like BS thing. Where you'd be like, actually, this is this, you know, something. Yeah, it is weird how even like I get really annoyed. So let's say you invite someone to something, right? Maybe you ask someone out, maybe you invite someone to hang out with you and your friends, and people will never just say, I don't think that quite interests me. The drive's too far. I'm tired, I don't feel like it. They'll be like, oh, I have to feed my cat, you know? Like people will say anything other than, it's not worth it for me today, all right? Avoidant? Dude, people are so avoidant. Like in my, like, I don't know. And oh my god, and people will just not tell you. I swear people will rather just like avoid you forever than say like, oh, I don't, you know, I think I'm dead. Yeah, I think I'm dead too. But it's just so annoying. Is that an American thing, Cheshire Cat? Are other countries not like that? Yeah, to be honest, like that's like the nice thing about autistic people, is like they can have this nice directness to them, where other people, I think that too, ZBD, but yeah, people are just, I don't know. Even okay, I was talking to, I have someone I'm friends with, and I'm also like acquainted with her ex. I met them both when they were together, and now they're broken up, and I'm friends with her. And basically her ex is like being super avoidant, and we'll see like them at Sex Cult, and then he'll be real weird, right? And what was I gonna say? And I think it's a thing of like he just has no ability to talk about it, like his feelings in this like tense situation of a relationship, you know. He does no, I think he is like, I'm trying to figure out what he's like, even in relation, like understanding, he doesn't, I don't know, it's where I'm probably friends with her because we can both like have some of that like real talk, you know, you don't have to be all, you know, tiptoe around anything that could possibly make people feel insecure about their lives. I don't know, it's so annoying. I know I'm mega flaky, yeah. So I generally, but like those behavior traits where I am are so common. I'm just kind of realizing it now as we're talking about it. So many people, or people will say, oh, we should hang out. And then I'm like, sure, what about Tuesday? They're like, oh, actually, I'm busy forever. And I'm like, you're the one who asked me to hang out, you know? It's like, so annoying. Well, like, that's the thing about being friendly, is like, what is, so, okay, if I signal with my words, oh, I really like you, right? Then then the natural thing is like, oh, this person likes me. I should ask them if they want to hang out, right? Makes sense, right? But what was I gonna say? But they're like, oh, actually, I'm busy forever, sorry, you know? I just like the idea of like, oh, I'm busy doing things till forever. I wonder if this is the 6th drop. Anyways, alter direct, yeah. I mean, there is an art to knowing like where to be direct in life and where not. But yeah. I just, yeah, now that I think about it, I wonder if this was, East Coast was different. Even though I was in Connecticut, which is not like New York or Boston, it's kind of this weird middle zone. But now I'm just reflecting on my life, and just there's just so many situations where people will like do anything but reject it, say no to something directly. So they just go about these roundabout ways. I am blunt, and I'm Polish, yeah. I don't know. It's saves time, all right? Wait, son of a top deck! Oh my god, dude. Alright, maybe this is like a bad, if this is a bad draw, that'd be great. This is something like a Guff Rune Totem here. Yes! That's so good. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, my opponent probably has the worst hand in the history of Hearthstone. Not gonna lie. Do you ever just take this winged Pyrim? I don't know. This is kind of nice though. I think I take this. If I ever draw a dragon, it's nice too.
This one displeases me.
West Coast, yeah. Dude. Good. Oh no! Not the Barb Thorn! How will I win? Did you get enough sleep last night? I got plenty of sleep. I don't know. I didn't sleep well. I don't know. I slept fine. I'm listening to the Dark Forest to fall asleep.
These are due back tomorrow.
Chad, I would love to read more, but I always fall asleep when I'm reading. So and then I wake up and like the book has been going for 5 hours.
I'm free!
Oh, you can? Oh, that's a good idea, Super Moses. For Audible? Chat, the climb is real today. My streamer is getting old. I don't know. I am the like, okay, I have this new theory of like aging, and I feel like the more basically okay, so this is like the paradox of the more you follow your emotions, the less your body like has that internal fight, so it keeps your body working better. But then you might follow your emotions and like drink a bunch of whiskey and eat a bunch of chicken tenders and have a heart attack. So that's like the paradox. I don't know what the best solution is, but that's why I think some people will be like, oh, I drink a whiskey every day and have a bacon every day and I'm 105. And it's like, because they're living their best life. Don't drink whiskey. I'm solo partying today on my way. Have it. Not controlling your emotions. I don't even like the term controlling your emotions. It's more like, okay, this is what I think of emotions. Emotions are like a river. And you can put your emotions into some well, right? You can make some well with a what's not the word well, like a dam, and fill up a lake. But eventually, if you don't have a way for the water to go out, the dam will break, or the levee will break, and everything goes to shit, basically. So what's the point of this? Dude, I'm all over the place today. So this control your emotions is like controlling water. You can't do it. But what you can do is figure out healthy outlets for your emotions. That's what I think your responsibility is. It's like, all right, how do I figure out healthy ways to deal with this annoying emotion, all right? Alright, no symbiosis is good though. Alright. I could do like a... Do you ever... Nah, let's just take the Gladiator here. Yeah, this game is too easy sometimes. I mean, this game is completely skill-based.
I can't win them all.
Oh my god, dude. Dude, everyone's playing Druid today, and I've been practicing this deck all week. I think it's time to get rank 1. Dude, it would be so fun to get like a high finish and then go trash talk on Twitter. Except, I don't know. Dude, chat, can you get in trouble for being mean on the internet anymore? I feel like you used to get in trouble for being mean on the internet, and now it's like you don't even survive on the internet unless you're mean. I feel like everyone for a while, like, got I don't know. I feel like you could get in trouble for being mean on the internet for a while, and then everyone got so like overwhelmed with it that now we just...
At last, Azeroth will break.
Made a good point. A deck like Colfaro is above 40% overall. There could be... Wait, so Rekman made a good point that, oh, the deck that beat the only deck that can that it has bad matchups all around is too good. Is the deck that loses to almost everything but happens to beat the best deck in the game is problematic. Was he playing Druid that day? Dude, I swear people just don't have any takes in this game other than the deck that beat me is a problem. All right. Like, God forbid somebody have a take that isn't like, oh, this deck is a problem, and this deck is a problem, and this card is a problem, all right? It is a cheese deck. You have to cheese. Like, it's the only way people figured out how to beat the brokenness that is Druid. Dude, I just hate the phrasing of like, you know, Rekvat made a pretty good point when he said, what do you think about that? He said, this deck is kind of bullshit, you know? You gotta deny, can't deny that, you know, it's a pretty good point, you know? He was playing, just didn't like it. I like this deck though, so that's what I made my point, is I think me and him fundamentally just disagree. I'm just gonna win with this Frothic Berserker. Chat, I swear, dude, every time I find a good deck, like half the community comes after me. And they're like, ooh. You know. Chat, I don't know why I'm so... Dude, I'm so full of spice today. Dude, we're crushing Druids left and right. I mean, it's gonna be a 27 next turn, alright?
Deathwing versus Lunara.
Time to start the fireworks.
Azeroth will break.
Europe and Asia qualifiers. I'm probably not going to be doing qualifiers because I just want to stream. Did you guys know Sunday is my birthday? I think we'll do a birthday stream. Son of a top deck, chat. Wait. Really good. Alright, I'm just gonna get 2 Tortolans here. Do you have a name day as well? What does that mean? Turning 37. Yeah, 37. I just, I just love, I know this is what everyone does, name day, so in the communities, like, they find these advanced logical reasons that a deck can't exist, you know? Like, it just doesn't follow, really. Look, chat, this deck is the only thing keeping Druid in check. If it wasn't for this deck, Druid would literally have all positive matchups, right? Well, what about a thank you? Thank you, Cheese Warrior, for pulling off, saving the meta, all right? For 47, 37, all right? I'm 30, gonna be 37. Dude, why is he what the hell is in his hand? Is he going innervate jerkwad here? Oh, this makes sense actually. Alright, if I get Symbiosis here into 3 mana weapon, I'm sad here. Alright. So they never kill this, and then I go Nabula. Nabalubaluba. Do people dislike this deck? Alright, 11. People, so if a deck makes 2 conditions, people dislike it. It wins games and it has cards. Alright, that's how you could figure out if somebody's gonna dislike a game. Deck, alright? The more of those 2 things, the more they'll dislike it. Wait. Was it your wait? Did I have what was the question? Oh, Mr. BRB. All right. Yes, people dislike this deck. All right.
Fall silent!
The Titan's plans will not be disrupted.
Wonderful.
Deal with it. Get wrecked, Yugi boy. Nice,
must have slept in.
Kaiba sympathizer. Look, you know, I agree with Kaiba's point of view. If you have the most powerful cards, you should win. All right. Friendship is overrated. All right. And if you design the game, you should win as well. All right.
Nice and warm.
Wait, son of a... Okay, we'll be fine though. Do I have lethal here? I feel like I have lethal, but math is difficult, chat.
This one displeases me. This one displeases me.
Can't win them all.
Got him.
Deathwing versus Liara.
Fire does more than burn.
At last, Azeroth will break.
Wait, what the heck, Chad? There's also a big difference. Big copy text. Alright, ooh, let's full keep this hand. Chat, the problem with full keeping is it's kind of a tell I have Gladiator, but anyone who pays attention can probably know that, like, if you keep any cards, you probably have Gladiator, so... Bro, the cope of, like... Okay, chat, this deck is literally terrible, alright?
Must have slept in.
Alright, so we go to... If we go to Arena Warrior, it looks good because the meta is this. Alright, matchups. What does it lose to? It loses to Rogue It loses to Quest Mage. It says, well, let's see, top 1,000. Yeah, it loses to Rogue. It loses. It's 50-50 against Shaman. It loses to Egg Warrior. Loses to Quest Mage. Loses to Quest Priest. Basically, it sucks. Well, it's terrible, but except for this one matchup that it does well against, aka Druid, which happens to be 50% of the meta, so. That's bad though. What's a good top? We'd love to top deck like a Searing Fissure here. Do you have a way to get this down here? No. You're going Eel 2 here? That's an interesting choice. Surprising. Alright, I just need them not to somehow have... Not to have 6 burst here and we win the game. Do they have easy 6 burst cards? I feel like they don't. Then I go shield block. Start blasting. Their Symbiosis card. Is that their 3rd Symbiosis? They get 3 mana. They can get 3 mana weapon, but like that doesn't win the game because they just revive this jerkwad, right? That's fine. It's like we're happy about that. Like that's not a good play. Just kill this and we're fine.
I cannot.
Yeah, they have the 2nd kill, but I think we're fine here.
Armament upgrade complete.
Really good card, chat. I keep getting better at this deck, dude. The climb is out of control. Hands, how are you playing with no hands? I don't do the full story every time. Short answer, chronic pain, playing with lasers. You ever play Duck Hunt? Just make that more intense. lifesteal.
Druids of
Alright, they're going for the Hail Mary. Makes sense.
the dream beckon.
Why they haven't given up. They have Malorn outs. I mean, I don't know. If Malorn, they might have Malorn outs that keep them in the game. I mean, this is pretty good. I happen to have an answer, but yeah. I don't even need I didn't even need that. I could have executed. Actually, I did because my guy had 1 health, but still. Did chat? There's a there was a post today about some guy. It's like a meme. It's both on my Twitter and my Reddit. Let's see. It's I don't know, the guy where he's like, oh, the face when it's something like the face when you make millions of dollars playing a year playing video games, but you're saying you're tired.
Time to start the fireworks.
I've been telling you guys, there's no harder job than being a Twitch streamer, right? Yeah, that's true, ZBD. Dude, I literally have, okay, I had a day, I took 2 days off. I think, no, maybe I just took a day off. Back in like October. I'm gonna go coin weapon and then pick this, so. And I just remember that day just feeling so alive, and I was hanging out with some people and they basically said, wow, you're so much cooler today. And it's because I normally be using all this energy on the stream. So they were like, oh, you're actually cool today. And it's like, oh, because I'm normally like exhausted. Which streamer on an oil rig might be more difficult? Bro, this start is kind of illegal. Yeah. I mean, I think there's something I considered it, now I like it. But work. Yeah, that's what I mean, dude. When Hassan made that comment, I worked at a corporate job, and the hard thing about a corporate job is keeping a sense of purpose and like my life has meaning when I show up every day and do this thing that feels so meaningless. You know? To be honest, okay, jobs that I feel like this job is basically being a teacher, though, but you can't be mean to your students or when you're a teacher unless you have tenure. So I actually don't think I'd want to be a teacher. I think that's an actual job that would probably be worse. Well, this was like 2 years ago. He was basically saying, "Oh, just said like streaming is a hard job," and everyone's like, "Oh, dude, you just watch clips." And I'm like, I get it, all right. I'm with Hassan, but like people shit on him all the time for that comment. Ooh, all right. Wait, crap. We're fine. Yeah. I think so. I think about like, why is that, D. Wilson? Why does that always happen? And I think it's your brain the same way that like if you eat too much mini cookies, you might stop liking cookies that day. It's like your brain is trying to protect you, basically. This is the no hands take. Wait, did I just top deck a scam here? I did. Wait, I don't have a clear on this though. Wait, I do have a clear. I'm dumb. Chad, how am I so good at this game, dude? Oh my god, dude, I'm so good at this game. Grading papers, yeah. All right, jobs that I actually would be harder than my job, being a teacher. Because basically my job is being a teacher, but I get to do however I want. And if people show up to the stream, then I get to keep making a living, right? Where you have to do, like, teacher would be like, okay, a common core says you have to play druid today because that trains the kids for the good future. So you would just have to stream druid, you know? Yeah. This is bad. How close am I to killing them here? Oh, they're not that close. Wait, let's see. How much damage is this? This is 18. 18. 20. Looks like I'm 3 off, right? They have like fancy lethals here. Wait. No. Wait, that actually probably is lethal, right? If I go this jerkwad and wait, 16. Ah, I don't have lethal. Crap. Was I supposed to? I don't know. What am I supposed to do here?
What to burn next?
I don't know. I'm not convinced construction worker, oil rigging, and underwater welding are harder jobs than this. They're definitely like harder on the body, all right? So the hard thing is like when you do those jobs and then your back gives out. But like so people die streaming all the time, all right? Way better a teacher? Yeah, I'd rather be a garbage man than a teacher. Rage bait. You know, I feel like, okay, here's the hard thing about being an oil rigger, is just knowing that you're taking this easy job, but at the same time, it's contributing to global warming. You know, like that would like morally conflict with you, you know? So like that would be hard. But, you know, what's it like pulling a little oil out? Yeah, exactly, Florius. Do you know how much work I have to do outside of the stream? Coal mining? Yeah. Coal mining is a pretty easy job, you know? I think teaching could be a really hard job. And the other job I would never want is being a truck driver. For some reason, like, that would be an incredibly hard job. I would never want to be a truck driver. Any sort of like yeah. I feel like being a truck driver would be like playing video games for a living, except the game is like just traffic simulator, you know? It sounds like a terrible job. Yeah. Trying to think of jobs that are harder than streaming. So I got teaching, truck driver. I don't know. We get the jobs that are easier, like oil rigger, coal miner, you know, corporate office job, obviously. Marvel rival streamer. That's the nuanced, like, actual answer of getting to the point where you're established is incredibly difficult and stressful. And then once you're established and you have your routines down and you have your audience, but it's really hard to get here. You have to develop, and I think I used to have, like, luckily I have a game that probably will stick around. You know, there are some streamers who get there and then their game dies and they're just kind of out of luck.
Azeroth will break.
Not convinced teaching is hard. That might be another job set review, that like teaching, I don't know. It's also, get the impression it's like a lot of I mean, even that point of view is, I mean, if you just don't teach your students anything, yeah, it's pretty easy, right? But if you actually try to, this guy doesn't have kids, I know, right? Yeah. What game would you stream if Hearthstone was dead? So if I was gonna take a shot at things that I actually could be successful in, let's see. I'm gonna see like top games on Twitch.
What to burn?
Let's see. Hearthstone. Okay. Oh god. I mean, you could try Marvel Snap. You could try Slay the Spire 2. You could try Balatro. You know, those are things. I would have to do some sort of card game, thinking game, to have a chance. I I would try basically all the card games. So, I mean, I'd also try to figure out, like, if Hearthstone disappeared, where do my viewers go, right? Chad, if you couldn't watch Hearthstone, what would you watch? Like, if all of a sudden Hearthstone is down for watching for the next year, what do you watch? Can't convince me teaching is one of the most difficult jobs. I don't know, wait. Oh, bro. Oh, my God, dude. I didn't even notice that this bullshit was happening. Tough stream, right? Poker, Netflix, League of Legends, yeah. So I can't play a lot of those. But I can't really play games of I don't know. I don't know if there's any auto battlers that, but I can only play like slow thinking games. I mean, the backup career would be go if I needed to make money, I'd probably pick up poker again. It's hard about picking up poker is I'd have to figure out how to get to the casino, but I'd watch you play Civ. Yeah, I don't know. I've played Civ before. I don't really like it. It's just more like you see 7 hours of your life disappear, you know? This is part of the game. Sometimes you low roll with a Barnes deck, alright? It is what it is.
This one displeases me.
You put a question mark on it, that's why it didn't work. Wait, why didn't it work for me? Oh wait. There we go. Do you think there are too many elusive minions? It's too easy to make it elusive? No. Why did you use the spell to get Yasandra? This is not Yasandra Warrior. So that's why. What the hell? Stream is about to pop. We're at 900 viewers. How soon do we get over 1,000? How did this get to 11 attack? Oh, that guy. Son of a gun. Wait, they actually have a full clear here? Wait, you gotta be joking me. This is actually such bullshit. I have so many cards I need to dump.
This one displeases me.
My vengeance has been blooded. bad.
I've seen the end. We are.
Dude, I feel like I'm getting cooked here.
Fall silent!
I don't know who's winning this. Pretty close, chat. It's pretty freaking close, dude. Who wins the game of Hearthstone 2? Return of the Hearthstonians. I refuse to play Warrior Mirrors. So, alright. I mean, do you know how there's a really easy way to avoid ever playing a Warrior Mirror? You just play Druid. Then you can play Druid Mirrors. That's a mistake. Nice board you got there. Yeah, my opponent went for the classic tempo, but I have the classic. You're gonna get wrecked here, alright? Did I play a fire spell this turn already? I think I did. I think I got him, chat. It's pretty brutal here, even though they can execute it, but pretty nice play, right? So they're using all their revives here. Now I just kill their Draconixes, and then they can... It's like so hard for them to win here. After I kill their Draconixes one more time, but... I guess they can kill all my Dragonixes, and I don't have a Succumb in hand, so... It can get awkward, basically. They don't have a clear here. Executed here? Gully Boy? I don't know. Yeah, they got it cleared. Fire? No.
Where shall I strike? Time to strike is now.
Alright, this is nice because it's got the full enchantment, so it's very annoying to kill here. Yep. I mean, they don't have more Draconixes, so it's just like so hard to win here. Here's also the thing, like, I don't even have to remove a board here until they develop something. Like, I can just hit them to phase 6 and hold back my value to like lower the scalability of their plays here if I want to.
I've seen the end.
Do I have a way to kill this? Possibly. I'm gonna try to. I think I just. This ends it, dude. See if they get there.
Wow! You ride boldly into the jaws of apocalypse.
It's over! How do we finish them? So we play this, we ping it, and then we deal 5 damage to them for the next, every turn, for the next 30,000 turns. Or we could just kill them now. A little bit easier. Chat, the climb is out of control today. You're on fire, dude.
Deathwing versus Malfurion.
Cenarius, guide me to victory.
At last, Azeroth will break.
Or is it like it's just an everyday thing, Pyros, you know? Like, I get Rake What Legend, then I get a call from my girl Margot, and she's like, I just got done with the Barbie premiere, let's hang out. I'm like, alright, you know? You know how it is. Alright, please don't top deck Tortolin. What influencer change you?
Nice and warm.
Chad, did you guys know I wrote a book? Wait, that's actually kind of good, I guess. It's actually not that good. I don't know. Oh god. Probably should have just saved it, but
Tucked in nice
I
and
need to like not die now. You're reading a book? I told you guys the book is getting sales again. You know, I think it's that March, spring, and people are thinking about improving their lives and finally getting good at the video game or hobby. Have you ever read a book? Yeah, dude. I read 50 Shades of Your Mom. Dude, just chat. I need to read a joke book because I only have one joke. I don't know, I think I'm cooked here, but you never know. In history though, yeah. Have you ever proofread a book? Yes, I've proofread my book. I probably proofreaded it 20 times. My editor proofreaded it like 10 times. We went over and over and over again. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a quality piece of literature, right? You know, up with things like Great Expectations, or The Call of the Wild, or The Great Gatsby. You know, it's still bad. Whatever, dude. What do I do? Orvin, that's more of an existential question, alright? The book, it literally says right at the beginning, I can't tell you why to get good. Just that, only how. To be honest, I didn't, I couldn't finish Great Expectations. That's what I use Spark Notes for.
Deathwing versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
At last, Azeroth will break.
Time waits for no one.
Did you use AI to help write the book? No. Everything is my words, so. Yeah.
Time to strike is now.
Dude, I did see Gabby made that comment about how this meta is completely luck based. And then Kubu is number one. Made a comment of like, I don't know what he actually said. It was like get good or something, or. Man, their hand is terrible here. Way to buff these up. Ah, crap, chat. Punished for not frickin' pinging it. Oh god, I forget about this.
All life ends in death.
What doesn't kill us makes us stronger.
Their hand sucks are as good here. That is very slow. I think we can handle that, but ooh, that's really bad for us though. Very bad. Not what I want to see. If I can get what's up a good top deck here? Something AoE-ish. I mean, for the glory into like 2 fire spells would be probably the best thing possible. Very unlikely though.
Time waits for no one.
Oh, that's a great top deck.
I'm not done yet.
Pretty good, chat. Nice board you got there. Would be a shame. And stream's popping all of a sudden, dang. How did we just go up to 1,100 viewers? Nice though. Wait, son of a... This is bad. I probably have to just jam into this 4-9 here, unfortunately. This is like really good if I ever got there, but I almost never get there, so I think I just jammed this jerk quad.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages. Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
Ooh! Wait, this would be so good if I could kill this, but I can't, so...
Done yet.
Wait, Chad, do you ever just like double jam face here? Because okay, I know what they're gonna do next turn, right? Like, okay, wait, do I have a 2-turn lethal if I jam face? Force gift is lethal. Okay.
Not done yet.
One ton. Yeah. Okay. I thought about it and then I decided not to do it. True story.
waits for no one.
Hey, bro. What? How did double? You gotta be joking me. This game is completely luck-based. Alright. God, I need a depression break after that loss. Be right back.
What if...
I got some more clothes. Why is everyone going 6-7 over here? 6 more days of this shit? To be honest, I'm having a good time, chap. I've got a deck I like. I'm the only one playing the counter to the meta. Oh, thank you for allowing me to spectate you, SWAF. Wait, what happened to the game? Chat, should we put on the pop-up playlist?
Deathwing versus
Ulthar!
My wisdom is not for the faint of heart.
Bro, once you realize, okay, chat, Hearthstone isn't really about Hearthstone, all right? Hearthstone is all about class warfare, okay? So really, the name of the game, chat, you know, like even like when people are calling, you know, like when there's like a terrible event in society, and like, you know, and then somebody uses it to do something completely unrelated. That's what you're getting when people are like, hey, you know, Druid is a problem. That's why we need to nerf Egg, you know? But remember, the Hearthstone is all about, getting your opponent's deck nerfed. Like, that's the whole point of the game. See, Goodfellas gets it.
Market 8, dude.
Goodfellas, I'm
Smokey,
telling
this is
things
not
how
nom,
it
this is
really
bowling.
is.
There are
But
rules.
Goodfellas is committed to the game, right? Knows that, like, but these decks are a problem. Exactly, right? Goodfellas gets that you can't just enjoy this game. That's against the rules, right? Son of a top deck. See, Infestor gets it too. It doesn't matter if we've had like 4 to 6 month metas where Druid is irrelevant, but you forget about that and you say Druid has always been a problem. Just like we've always been at war with Druid, you know? Sigbean gets it. Priest is literally the worst class in the game with a 33% win rate, but you still figure out a way to make it a problem, all right? Dude, Chad is so good at this game, aka class warfare, all right? Okay. Now, the hardest game to play is when you're a Druid main. Like if you loved this meta, you would have like you would have to like figure out a way to argue that Druid is actually the most deserving, and it actually should be the best, right?
Must have slept in.
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
All right, let me ask ChatGPT that. Druid is really right now. Complaining about it. Can you pretend to be a pro Druid influencer? Alright, I said ChatGPT, pro druid influencer advocating on Reddit for why it's a good thing for druid to be the best class. Alright, here we go. Tongue-in-cheek pro druid influencer. Title, unpopular opinion. Druid being the best class is actually good for Hearthstone. Someone has to say it. Druid being the best class is not a problem. It's actually one of the healthiest things in the meta for a while. Think about it. For years, Hearthstone complained Hearthstone was too fair. Too much trading, too much board interaction, not enough identity. And now we finally have a class that Leads is supposed to do. Ramp, scale, go over the top. And suddenly that's the problem? Druid isn't broken, it's just honest. It tells you exactly what it's gonna do. Gain matter, play bigger things than you, win if you don't pressure it. That's called a win condition. If you lose the Druid, it's not because the class isn't fair. It's because you didn't apply pressure early, disrupt the ramp, or close the game fast enough. That's on you, right? And before, I don't follow the Druid player. I don't even play Druid. I just understand game design. Got it. Wait, how close am I to killing them here? I'm so close. The nerfs just dropped? What are you talking about? Tortolin, why would they nerf... Dude, why would they nerf Warrior?
May be old, but I'm not slow.
Welcome to the crew.
Oh god, chat. Oh no, chat, I can't torch anything. Oh, this is so bad. The hand is literally unplayable. Oh god, chat. Alright. Oh god. Just go to it. Why not Volcano? Because it's better for later. It doesn't... It almost never lethals, and it's not very helpful here. If I kill something, I just let them have more board space. Bro, am I just cooked here, though? Oh god, you missed one turn. Too big time for... So, John Ray, sorry, thank you for the 71 mods.
Where shall I strike?
I got focused. Chad, I feel like this doesn't win. I think my best chance is going for... Is there like a bullshit lethal that I can get here? I feel like that's the best chance.
Where shall I strike?
Welcome to the crew.
All my fences
I don't know here. If they all go face, nope. Oh, I could have played one more torch and lived, chat. Son of a gun. Alright, dang it. Not bad when you think of it with the 12 mods. I don't care what the dev said. I don't care what their druid is ruining the game. How's it going? Dude, I actually like this deck. Dude, if this deck gets nerfed, I'll be so annoyed. It literally... it's like the most fun I'm having in this meta. Taking a hit. I don't know, why would they... Dude, why would they nerf this deck? It's literally terrible. It just happens to counter the best deck in the game. In my opinion, yeah. I get crushed by Hunter. I beat Shaman, but I get crushed by tons and tons of decks. So
Deathwing versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
At last, Azeroth will break.
all the druid players unhappy? Yes. Chet, you know what I think? Like, yeah, Rogue seems good. I don't know. I mean, but the deck is too scammy. Like, why do they even print cards like this? You know, like these big cards. Why do they even print stuff like this? If it's just like, oh, like, why even have Hearthstone if we can't have scam decks? It's kind of like saying, you know, oh, I was dating a salesperson, but he was a little too dishonest. So I decided to break up with him. I mean, like, what did you expect, right? I think this deck is great, by the way, alright? It's great. It's massively fun. I feel offended. I was thinking about this. I was reading on, like, forums about sales and, like, how it makes you feel dead inside. And I was even thinking about, like, Chad, do you ever think about, like, why rejection is painful? Like, why do you think rejection is painful? In general, not just like romantic, but like even you call somebody up. Why does it feel so bad? Because people say, "Oh, it doesn't matter," but yet it does. Feels like it matters. Fragile egos, hurt your ego. So, but you might be so. Journal failure, whether you feel that. Why does that matter? Like, but yeah. Survive the what? Yeah, I think it's something like that, Fabino. So I like that take. So I think, you know, we're wired for 80-person societies, right? Or something like that. And if you're going up to everyone in your society and asking for things and they're saying no, what was I gonna say? You're gonna be looked as like a leech, who's like taking, but in a big society, like I could cold call hundreds of people and just never hear from them again. But we're still wired to feel like that's wrong, you know? That's what I think. Wait, son of a frickin'... I would say we live in a society. Chat. Great. Yeah. I don't know if that face hit was really necessary, but... I mean, in the opposite, why would making those sales feel really good? Yeah. I don't know, but I guess, like, why do salespeople that are generally successful salespeople still sometimes feel bad about it, you know? I guess that's what I'm asking. Because I can understand if you're a bad salesperson, like that should be miserable, right? But like the people who are good salespeople, why do they feel bad? Sometimes. Maybe they don't. Or why would people who are a little bit have genes of making them selling, yeah, succeed, feel good, so I don't know. Let me yeah. Haven't thought about it. Chet, what job do you think is the best for your mental health? The question I just came up with. Like, if you want a job that you will feel happy in, Hearthstone streamer. I guess I was reading some post about somebody saying, "Oh, the pay is good. You just feel bad a lot." As being like, because a lot of or, you know, a lot of salespeople are drinking a lot. Much feedback. Grocery store robber, mind bleeder. Investment banking. Actually, have a high level of contentedness. Yeah, that's my dad's my former job, and both my parents were actuaries at some point. You ever take this and play it right now? Wait, this is I actually like kind of insane, right? Interesting. Yeah, I can see that. As much as you can. Yeah. But yeah, this thing, basically the discussion is like, I like to think about like, because I'm always thinking about my own emotions. So I'm thinking like, why does sales feel more toxic than just some other job where you're, I don't know, you know, being like a garbage man.
Time waits for no one.
Things they don't need. I gotcha. Yeah. Guess no need to ping this, because can't clear this anyways, right? I think we won because of that top deck. Let's see. Yeah. I think it's also so... Alright, I'm thinking about when I was like younger. I feel like I would, no, I think you would, you're trying to get someone to go out with you. And they'd say, "Oh, I don't know," and you would, you know, try to make it appealing to them, or you would try to say, but now as an adult, I feel bad about that. I more am like, someone's like says like, "Oh, do you want to go out with me?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't know, I'm busy." I'm like, "Okay," and I just give up because it's more like I want to create a scenario where there's a lot of mutual benefit, and if someone's indifferent, instead of like trying to get the sale, so I think some of like, but if you're a salesperson, you always have to try to change people who are indifferent into yeses, you know. Druid influencer. So yeah. Not a necessity, yeah. I knew a guy who sold life insurance, and he said something like, the people who need it don't want it, or the people who want it don't care, or need it can't afford it. The people who want it don't need it, and the people, he had like some long thing, but basically like he said the people who really need life insurance are people that are like young parents. That if one person, like one bad event could screw over their children incredibly badly. You know, if it's they got 2-year-olds and this, and then the people who buy it kind of don't actually need it. So it's kind of this thing. If you're life insurance, realistically, most of your customers are going to be people that don't really need it, which is going to just kind of make you feel iffy, you know. But you have to go and like push through that rejection, knowing the people that actually can get value are going to say no because they just can't afford it. That's what he said. The people who need it can't afford it. And then these people that don't really need it, you have to they're probably not worth it for them to buy it. You have to sell it to them. So it's kind of a weird thing for that. Aren't there certain jobs that are attracted? Yeah. Like basically route. So but I don't know. Yeah. Even though like when I invite people to things these days, I like try to make it as clear as possible. Like if let's say I invite you to, I'm getting dinner with some people, right? And they're like, oh, I don't know if I can make it. I'm like, this is meant to be fun for you, right? If this doesn't sound fun to you, just don't come. Like it's not that big a deal. That's kind of my point of view now. Came common. They don't need as much. Yeah, that's the I think the irony. Yeah, felt unnatural. Yeah, so I mean, I just bought insurance for my bike because it got stolen, and now I really wish I had bought it the last time. So insurance in the right context can have value, right? So it's not, you know, people are buying it, so it's more just like there's a lot of inefficiency. So if you but sure it is. Wait, what? Illegal. All right. Bike do you have? Life insurance. I mean, you could take the point of view of like, why buy life insurance? If you die, you're dead. But if people live that way, then like their children would never have anything. So people care about their children. This is such a weird situation here.
Where shall I strike?
Eskimo, yeah. Yeah, I think it's like, I think when you have the mentality of like, get the sale, I think, like if you have a relationship, let's say with a friend or your even, you know, your romantic partner, if you sell them on something, you know, let's say you get convince them to go see some show or something that you know they're not gonna have a good time on, you have to live with the fact that they didn't have a good time, because you have an ongoing thing. But I'm gonna say where
I'm waiting. waits for
when
no
you're in
one.
sales, you can do that. And that's like, I don't know, I can feel unnatural. So, because you're supposed to be wired for like ongoing relationships, I think. This is what I'm thinking about, I guess. This frickin' jerkwad is screwing me over hard here. I wish I had a Can I kill this ever? I'm kind of close. No, I think I don't. Do I trade into this now?
Time to strike is now.
Yeah. But yeah. The whole point of like why does often being a sale like just bringing back to someone jumping in, what is like why does sales often feel worse on the soul than other jobs? You know, because tons of jobs suck, right? So I think the moral greatness of it, yeah, or lawfully gray. I gotcha. Even like I got cold called 3 times in a row by the same, like it was a book sales thing, and they weren't a good salesperson, and they kept saying like, oh, this amazing opportunity, like they had to use these clear words that they've been trained by, and like they had to do all these stupid games that are like, oh, like we're running out of limited slots. Like, no, you're not. Like you wouldn't, if you were running out of limited slots, you wouldn't be calling me at this weird time, you know? I think I lost this game. They actually got to a late game scenario here. It's so miserable, yeah. Thor, why would you say cold calling, like beyond just the rejection? Because like, let's say for example, Thor, let's say it was warm calling. If I had a warm calling list where I had to, yeah, exactly. So we're just talking this out to verbalize it. If I had to make 100 calls to people who had asked for a call, like they had put it on some list where they say, hey, I want to talk to somebody about this. I wouldn't feel bad about that because it'd be like, oh, this is what they wanted, right? There's something about the cold call element that makes it feel bad. I think I lost this thumb. So, yeah. It's some, yeah, selling broadband, yeah. Yeah, so I think also they're using techniques that you know are bullshit. They know that there are techniques meant to manipulate you. So they're meant to prey on your emotional systems without actually making your life better. So, because what would like honest, yeah, so honest, like an honest salesperson is someone who's trying to find, and I think there are industries where there's honest salespeople because it's like, or at least more honest, right? Maybe, is it really a sale? Yeah, dude, I do find that annoying. I mean, it's like turn 30. I should have won a long time ago, but they won the board. Yes, I think this deck is better without Yasandra.